my story time for tonight. I'm going to be reading Piper Steals the Show by Mark Lowry and Martha Bolton. A favorite of my kids when they were little. Piper steals the show. The circus is coming! The banners were posted all over the town. The circus is coming with monkeys and clowns and tigers and lions and elephants too. Piper heard the train whistle and he knew just what to do. Can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Piper said. Can we go? He repeated. But his mom shook her head. Son, I'm sorry. There's just no way. The circus costs more than a field mouse can pay. Then may I go and just look at the tent? His mom said, okay. And so off Piper went. Racing down Gouda Lane and up Swiss Street, he was moving just like there were jets on his feet. He rounded a corner and slid to a stop, for there right before him was the circus big top. He tried to resist, but the pull was too great, and he wondered who'd see him if he slipped through the gate. He knew it was wrong, but he just had to go. This isn't stealing, he thought. I'm just borrowing the show. The bleachers were filled, so he wandered backstage and found a red stool by the lion's big cage. I'll just borrow this stool till the circus is through, and I'll borrow these stilts and the bear's tutu too. The things Piper borrowed, well, who could keep track? He was turning into a kleptomousiac. Piper snickered and said, it won't hurt anyone. I'll put it all back when I'm done with my fun. So he put on the tutu and climbed on the stool, then danced on the stilts. He was feeling so cool. Popcorn! Cotton candy, he heard someone say. So he leaped from the stilts, landing right on a tray. Through a big cloud of pink, he heard people screaming, there's a mouse on that tray! He wished he was dreaming. There was no place to hide, so a bear was now on. She was bare and quite mad, for her tutu was gone. Her gaze met with Piper's, and off that bear went, chasing Piper the mouse through the whole circus tent. It was time for the lion to enter the ring. Where's my stool? Yelled the tamer. Who's been stealing my things? While he ranted and raved about the nerve of that louse, the bear and the lions were chasing that mouse. The clown entered next, did a bit of a dance, but without his big stilts, he just tripped on his pants. He joined in the chase, but he didn't get far. It's hard to go fast in a little clown car. The ringmaster tried to regain some control, but that hyper mouse had just stolen the show. Piper ran for the exit. He turned to look back, but he should have looked straight because he headed right smack into the leg of a 6-year-old lad who'd been crying because of what someone did. I was holding 2 tickets for my dad and for me when someone just took them. They stole them, you see? Piper couldn't believe it. He was shocked. He was sad that someone would steal from this kid and his dad. Then Piper remembered the things he had done, and all of his borrowing was no longer fun. Yes, Piper was learning a lesson that day. When you take what's not yours, someone still has to pay. Just then someone called out his name, or he thought. Piper, he heard. Piper, look what I've got. He turned to see who, and there by the gate was his mom holding tickets. Son, isn't this great? I've just won 2 tickets to the circus today. Piper jumped up and down. Hey, hip, hooray! But Piper couldn't get that boy from his mind, and he knew God would want him to do something kind. So he asked Mom's permission. She nodded, and then Piper gave up his tickets so they could get in. The ringmaster praised him, the audience cheered, and his mother was beaming mouse ear to mouse ear. The clown on his stilts carried Piper around. The mayor even named him the mouse of the town. Piper danced with the bear, who now had her tutu, and rode on the lions, and when he was through, they asked him to speak. Piper said, "Now I know that this is the way a mouse should steal the show."